Goody, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Bullets Gotti. You already know what it is. Before I start this off, man, I want to give a R.I.P. to Dwayne Wiggins from Tony, the brother of Raphael Sadiq. I want to give a R.I.P. to him. My condolences go out to his family. Now, let's get into it. So, I want to address this Taxstone contraband situation. I just want to say, Taxstone is one of the dumbest nigga there is in mankind. Like, Son is one of the most ignorant, but we all knew he was ignorant just by listening to his podcast. But Son is super duper ignorant. When you is incarcerated, right? And knowing that you already facing 35 years, right? You rather violate and get more time, right? Because I gotta remember, Tax got state time and he got federal time, right? For the whole Irving Plaza shooting, right? Dude ain't never gonna see the light of day again. That's it's up for that. You know what I'm saying? And then, he in MDC Brooklyn, where you got Lil D in there, Bo Mayo, Luigi Mangione is in there, Puff is in there, Bateman Friedman is in there, Chinaman is there, Tenard is there, right? And then they saying Taxstone is back in there, because I thought he was in the state, but he's still in MDC. I heard he was in there, but I didn't know he was still in there. So, to be in MDC Brooklyn doing all of these things with contraband and all this, right? And Taxstone's been in MDC Brooklyn since he been locked up. I say 26. When he got locked up, 2017? Yeah, he been in there since 2017. It's now 2025. He's been there for a good while, right? And he just been trumping up charges after charges after charges. And now he got another case where they add an additional. And he's not the only one that's in there. Jeezy Moolah is also in there. Who, another idiot. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is idiots, man. Like Tax, Cass, Jeezy, straight up idiots, man. Just dudes that don't have logical or common sense. But Tax is one of the biggest clowns and biggest donkeys in the world. I don't know why Charlamagne just don't give homie the donkey today. Give him the donkey today, Charlamagne. You know what I'm saying? Because he is a donkey. He's a donkey. When you could be in prison knowing that you should be working on your pill, you want to still be violating, but we knew he was a clown. We knew he was a sucker. We knew he was a bird. This is a dude that knew he had beef, but went to Irving Plaza and thinking that dudes wasn't going to put hands and feet on him when they saw him, right? This is a dude that was taunting, baiting dudes to come at him. So when he got his issue, he did what most coward dudes do, pull out the pistol, right? And dude, he thought by snitching, he was going to be free. He thought by snitching, writing letters to the judge, he thought he was going to be free. You know what I'm saying? Now they're going to bury him alive with more charges. That's what they're going to do. They're going to bury Tax alive in the feds with more charges. But we knew we knew he was a sucker. We knew Taxstone was a sucker. Everything he did was sucker. You got to look at how this man, his claim to fame on the internet. His claim to fame on the internet is that he thought he was tougher than what he really was. In my Alpo voice, he thought he was tougher than what he really was. That's what he thought. He thought that he was tougher than what he really was, and he wasn't that tough. Taxstone wasn't that tough. He wasn't that tough. Because when you watch that video, he didn't put in no work. He got the gun taken out his hand. Shout out to my bro Av. Gun taken out his hand. Gun butted. Then not only that, got gun butted, but got shot at. Ran up out the spot, scared for his life. And then when Av was on the island, arrested, and people be talking about Av and all that, but Av kept his stood tall, right? Sat on the island, got released, put his property up, never told what happened. Taxstone, on the other hand, and Casanova was writing letters to the police. And then when Tax got taken off the street, he writes a letter to the judge, right? This is a dude that people call street dudes, right? Taxstone, like I said, been in the feds since 2017. He done had 2 situations, one with the Trinitarios, one with the MS-13s where they did him filthy in there. He was paying poor tax to Tenard and Little D. Little D, they banged him, they did him filthy, but that was karma. He deserved all that. He just lucky. He's lucky they ain't hit him another extra 2 times for good measure. Because Little D, you got to remember, he the son of a rat. His pops, Big D, a stone cold rat in Queens. Everybody know Big D's a stone cold rat. You know what I'm saying? Tenard is a sucker. You know what I'm saying? And these is dudes that people be calling street official dudes, right? But when you look at that whole situation, and then you look at Taxstone paying them dudes and being protected by them dudes, you know what I'm saying? He's being protected by them dudes, because Tax ain't a real sturdy dude. Ain't nothing official about Taxstone. Just look at his story, right? He busts a chick in the head with a bottle, right? In a club. Then he bribes the chick, has his mans bribe the chick. And then he got time on that. Now who in their right mind, right? You bust it. Like, this the type of dude you got to really look at the type of caliber of dude. He's not a street dude. Let's get this clear. Like, anybody that go on a podcast and say, yo, I grabbed the dude by the butt, but on his, what he said? I grabbed the dude's butt while he was with his girl, and then I got shot in the face. Like, you gotta listen to the logic of this dude. Then he said some nonsense about what he said. He said he called the police on his neighbors. All type of nonsense, right? All type of nonsense. You just gotta listen and you could tell that this dude is a delusional dude. Like, Taxstone was delusional. He said, oh, I'm coming home. You're delusional, homie. You're delusional. You know what I'm saying? Because who in their right mind gonna let a clown like that back on the street? Let's really look at that, right? Tax is really the biggest idiot bozo in the world. You know what I'm saying? He got lucky with a podcast because Charlemagne thought he was tougher than what he really was, and he's not that. It was like the True Life situation. When Jay-Z got True Life down with Rock La Familia, and he was like his muscle, but he was really used as a pawn against Dipset. That's what Taxstone was. He used Taxstone like he was a street goon, certified stepper, and he wasn't none of that. He wasn't none of that. You know what I'm saying? Irvin Plaza shows you he wasn't none of that. And then the dudes in his team dry snitched and got him locked up. First, they got the girl Esco Star, who Casanova baby moms is still cool with, to tell on him, right? Tells on him in the precinct, right? She's sitting there. I got the footage. I got like 4 clips of the footage. Like, she in there, she telling on his man Vodka Ron, who the chef, Casanova, she told on, and then she told on Tax, right? And the thing that kills me about it is that after she told on Tax, Malcolm Kenyon, who was her man, told on him too. So now you got his mans telling on him. His mans supposed to be this big drug dealer, drug lord. He tells on him, right? Everybody talking about Troy Ave. When the dude that really got him out of here was his own mans. The nigga he came with Casanova to Irving Plaza. He snitched, right? So, with all that being said, Casanova dry snitched on him. You know what I'm saying? And these are the dudes that we call certified this, certified that. Taxstone was a whole groupie. If you listen to his podcast, all he did was D-Rod a bunch of rappers every time he had them on his podcast. You know what I'm saying? He was a dude that got lucky. Reggie, Combat Jack, looked at him and said, oh, yo, it's a real certified street dude. Let me get him a podcast. With the cosign of Charlemagne the God. They thinking this dude is who he say he is. But he was a delusional, lame, bum nigga that had a podcast, that had a little voice, and thought he was that dude. He wasn't that dude. He wasn't that dude. He was trying to think he was Star, but he really wasn't Star. See, I tell people about Star. Star ain't letting nobody take no gun about his hand. Okay? Star bust his gun, and Star ain't letting nobody pistol whip him, gun butt him, and take his gun out of his hand. Star is not scared of dudes. Every time he pop out, he's scared that dude's gonna hurt him. Just listen to the stories, like dude had his back on the wall when he met the Manolo Rose dude, and like, come on, son. Like, you just listen to this dude like he was just a whole sucker, a whole fan, a whole groupie. He ain't know how to come a different approach, so he had to beef with dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he beefed with Meek, then he did a whole series with Meek, and he's sitting up in this Wraith all awed and all like, oh, yo, I'm in the Wraith with Meek. Like, just groupie. Just a groupie. You know what I'm saying? And then when you look at his rap sheet, what he went to jail for? Crackhead robberies. You know what I'm saying? Busting a chick upside the head with a bottle. His man went to jail for bribing a chick to not tell on him. Like, all this is what this dude did. And then he got the nerve to be doing podcasts and talking about he official and he this and he that. And when he see dudes, they come with their security, he gonna go bang, 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 bang. That sealed his fate right there. Once he said, if dudes pull up on him, he gonna go bang, 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 bang. When he see him, all the police and the feds had to do was play that podcast. And they played it back. And they let the world got to hear how an idiot dude like Taxstone basically got himself locked up. He was a clown. He was a clown with a voice. That's when people got to realize he was a clown with a voice. You know what I'm saying? He got lucky. He got put in a position, but he was a clown with a voice. You know what I'm saying? His mans was a clown too. Casanova was a clown too. That's why he was in a dropout yard. Now he in a camp. Let's just look at these dudes, right? He was in a dropout yard, was in the witness protection. Let's keep it real. Snitching, 5 sealed documents. These are the dudes that we talking about. Tax, Cash, Jay-Z. Like, these dudes is known frauds. Known frauds. Jeezy was a known rat. Still a rat. You know what I'm saying? Still a rat. You know what I mean? You know, the feds just got tired of him and took him off the street. And he'll never see the day again. You know, him and Taxstone is going to die in prison. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you just got to look. This is a cautionary tale to all young dudes. Look at Taxstone. Look at Jeezy. Look at La Brim. Look at Casanova. Bozos. You know what I'm saying? Bozos. These not real niggas. They ain't nothing they did was real. Casanova was told by Tata and Jay, you know, yo, you fucker, we ain't coming to get you. And look what happened. He messed up. Jay and them did not come and get him. They got him suffering in here. They didn't get Joe Tacopina to go help him with his case like they did with Tory Lanez and like they did with Meek and 21 Savage. They ain't had that for Casanova. And that's why he in jail. You know what I'm saying? Joe Tacopino didn't help out Taxstone. I don't care how much D-Rod he was doing for Bleak and all of the staff over there in Rock Nation. Dudes ain't came to get him. Because they knew he was a sucker. He was a sucker. You know what I'm saying? A straight up hater. He came on the line hating. He ain't come online on some, yo, I got a message. He came online hating. You know what I'm saying? And his biggest hate was he didn't like the fact that Troy Ave was getting radio play. That Ave had all the features. That Ave out-hustled dudes he was supporting. So he didn't like that. But I always believe, man, work smarter, not harder. That's what I believe. Work smarter, not harder. And he was jealous that Ad worked smarter and was doing his thing. And he was just talking smack. So he didn't think that Av and his crew wasn't going to step on him. He didn't think that what happened that night was going to happen. He thought it was going to be, oh, yo, you know what I'm saying? That's me trolling. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? And then you got dudes like Mano defending dudes, talking about, yo, Av and them was the aggressor. No. Because Mano's the same dude. When he first came in the game, a dude said something crazy about Mano. He was putting hands and feet on him. Look at Bunky Essay at Perfections. You know what I'm saying? Look at Trash. Look at Lil C's. Like, these is dudes that he was beefing with. He put hands and feet on them. Right? But when it comes to Taxstone, oh, yeah, it should have never went that way, yo. They was being aggressive. Yo, like, come on, shut up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude was a bird, and dudes know he was a bird. You know what I'm saying? They knew he was a bird. They knew Taxstone was a sucker. Any way you take a look at it, he was a sucker all across the board. There was never nothing official about him. You know what I'm saying? Dude went to jail for busting a bottle over a female, bro. That's the thing people keep missing. Like, yo, come on, bro. We taking gangster talking points from a dude that bust a chicken with a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the thing that it bewilders me a lot of times. Because you sit there and you listen to this dude and you really believe, like, dudes really believe who he said he was. Like, they really believed him. Like, and the sad part is, like, who was Taxstone before he even came on the net? He was a nobody. You know what I'm saying? And he's still a nobody. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, dudes gonna be in their delusions of grandeur. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect dudes to look at a dude and say, yo, he's a fake, he's a phony. They just like delusional shit. And it's sad. But hey, it is what it is, man. It's your boy Bullets God. You already know what it is, man. I just had to do this video, man, to let the people know, like, yo, Taxstone is a sucker, and that's karma. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never gonna win in life, bro. Because all the stuff he did in the street is over. It's over. So, it is what it is, man. It's your boy Bullets God. Salute.